So it's been a week since I've done any, well, week and days, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's been over a week since I've done anything on this project because of Christmas break. And so I don't really remember what we were doing. I do remember we did something with Git, and I think we did something with the branch thing over here. We'll figure that out later because at least we went over it. That being said, we're going to toss this whole thing into ChatGPT and find out where we are. That's the first thing. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what we're going to do right here. Let me switch it back to 4 since that's more what everybody's got. And let's do that. All right, so let's go grab it over here. Let's shrink this down so we can easily grab it and throw it on the screen. That's good enough. It doesn't need to be perfect. All right, so I'm giving you 5 C++ files, 2 H and 3 CPP. Okay. And after each one I post, no, can we just, actually, you know what? Let's see if we can just throw the file, this file in there. Let's see, can we copy full file path? I guess this is what we're gonna have to do. We'll just copy this, or is it over here? Pardon me. Is there a view window? View Solution Explorer. Can we open folder in File Explorer? We sure can. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. Can we put a whole folder into ChatGPT? Let's see. Copy. Actually, let's come over here. Can we put a whole folder? Can I put a whole project folder? Can I upload a whole project folder to you? No, yeah, you can. I'd have to use this though. How about with 4.0? How about now? Yep. So look, I sorry, I'm using 4.0 for this because it's just so much easier. Where was it? What was it? Let's come back over here. We had it open already, didn't we? Yeah. Let's take these 4. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. All right. Let's do it again. Let's try it again. Upload from computer. Let's go to, where was it? Something on the desktop. Desktop C++ projects. Checkers. Checkers 4. Checkers 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open. Let's see. It shouldn't take that long, right? It should be done right now. All right, check these out. Acknowledge you've seen these. Acknowledge that you've got these. Sweet. I'm sorry, guys. We're using 4.0. All right. Look, I pay for the thing. I'm going to use it. All right. You guys, you've seen enough of these videos so far to know how to do it with 4. Okay. We're doing this because look at this. Look at this. No. Come on now. All right. Okay. So you understand. So tell me what's going on. tell me what's going on with these 5 files. Short answer. Which game is it? Which game is it? Boom. What's drops? Okay. I didn't know it was called that. Okay. Anyway, drafts. Is it pronounced drafts? Pronounced. Pronounced. Okay. All right. Great. Honestly, I just wasted those because the thing is, I don't have unlimited of these. You know, if I paid the $200 a month, I'd get unlimited of the really good one. But yeah, we ain't there yet. We ain't there in this stream world. All right, so here we go. It knows where we're at checkers. All right. So now we need to do some. All right. Okay. All right. So with the C++ project, where are we right now in it? Also, will this even run? Does it even run? We need to go look and see if this thing even runs. All right, so it does this crap. So I mean, it's not great, but it does something. All right. So let's come back over to ChatGPT. Okay. All right. So now I want to make because you're watching this. We're buddies here. All right. So now we want to make the UI for it. We want it in what do we want it in? We want it in its own window, its own custom window with custom bordered window with the board and some buttons on it. In it. Let's start with the plan and then work toward the code updates. Give me an outline of how we're going to do this. All right, cool. So choose a graphics library. Use the SFML for simplicity in C++. It does that one. What about that other one? List off the libraries. List off the different libraries. We want something that is robust, is great. We want something that is great for scaling and integrating skins for boards, pieces, custom messages, etc. simplicity, flexibility. SDL is the one I was using on the last one. I'm thinking we need to. Overhead, more complex setup for larger binaries. I don't know what that means. Dear MGUI. Not designed for visually complex. We want it visually complex at some point. Overkill for 2D games. Yeah, this is not happening. Also, for whatever reason, even though I've got a beast computer, this does not work on my computer right now. And I have no doubt that it's because they are trying to throttle competition at the moment. There's too many people using Unity right now. And not Unity, Unreal Engine, and they need to dial it back. I'm sure that's why they're doing it. There's no other reason. There's no other reason for it not to work on my freaking rig. What is it? A skill issue to download a program and it not work when I try to use it? Skill issue? No, I don't think so. I think it's called these guys over at Epic are throttling it on purpose because that's what these nerds do. They hate freedom. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget that. They hate freedom. That's why we're coming up. So we can change the ecosystem up there. Or over there, I should say. GTK or this. Cons. Not optimized for games. Okay, we're not going to do that. QT is the most versatile if we want something more lightweight and game focus. SFML. Alright, let's go back to CQT. Overhead for game-focused development. More complex setup for larger binaries. I think we should do this. I think we should do this one. Actually, you know what? How difficult is it to switch from SFML to QT when we get rolling harder, rolling faster, rolling harder? Full feature UI says not specifically game oriented. Okay, so it says lightweight and game focused design for 2D graphics, which is great. That's what we're doing. Robust application framework with full feature UI system, not specifically game oriented. Okay. Full featured UI system. So this is good for UI. And I'm pretty sure the UI for us is more important than the graphics, because the graphics is just, it's just a board, an 8x8 squared board with circles on it. You know, I mean, we don't have to go too wild with it. You know what I'm saying? But the UI, we're going to need to go wild with it to, you know, if we're going to maximize profits. I mean, why are we doing this if not to eat food and live inside? You know what I'm saying? And not have to live outside. You know what I'm saying? SFML, everything built from scratch, requiring explicit rendering and handling of game objects. Offers pre-built widgets, layouts, and spreadsheets, making it more abstracted, but less flexible for custom graphics. Migration considerations. This uses grid-based approach with rectangle shape for the board, blah, blah, blah. Skin textures. Scaling is easily transferable with some adaptation. This uses real-time input, where Qt uses event-driven, like mouse press event. So like JavaScript, right? So we'll need to map this handling. All right. Best practice for switching is not overly complex if we structure our code well from the start. SFML is excellent for prototyping in early stage, while Qt shines for polished, scalable UIs. Yes, yes, yes. How's the code structure looking now for this modular switch system, migration system? But it's not yet modular enough for an easy migration. All right. This is not what I did the first time, by the way. So this is all brand new to me. So the current code structure is simple and functional, but it's not yet modular enough for an easy migration to a more sophisticated system like Qt. It mixes game logic with user interaction and doesn't abstract rendering or input handling, making it harder to switch frameworks later. Current structure analysis, the game logic, the board initialization, display, and movement logic are separated into board CCP and piece-h, which is a good start. User input. Input handling is tightly coupled with the main.cpp game loop, directly reading and interpreting user input via SYN. What is that? Console input. So rendering. Currently, rendering is entirely console-based, console out, making it incompatible with graphical libraries without significant rewrites. UI logic, no extraction or modularity for UI components, buttons, events, ergo buttons and events. Okay. So proposed modular structure to facilitate migration and scalability, we should decouple the components as follows. Okay. Game core logic, modules, GameManager manages the overall game state, whose turn it is, win conditions, etc. Board encapsulates the 3D board array and board specific operations, ergo move, validation, piece management. Okay, great, we can do that. Piece defines pieces, their type and state, ergo king status. True. Responsibilities handles game rules and logics independently of UI rendering. Allow any rendering UI system, console or graphical to query and update the game state. All right, so that's what we're going to do. Let's keep reading because this stuff's important. Rendering layer, modules, renderer, abstract class interface, defining rendering methods like draw board and draw pieces. Okay. So this is for the rendering. Okay. Console renderer implements renderer for text-based rendering. It's console output. We don't need this, but we'll see. We'll see. Graphical renderer, future with Qt or SFML, implements renderer for graphical rendering using textures and a window. Responsibility separates how the game is displayed from the core logic. Allows multiple rendering methods, ergo console versus graphical, to coexist. Yes, that's what my first one was able to do. I didn't go over all this stuff in the first one though. Pardon me. Input handling modules. We're going to need an input manager. Pardon me. It abstracts input handling, defining methods for retrieving user actions, ergo get move. Okay. Console input manager implements input manager for console input based input. I mean, okay. I don't know. I really don't know if we need all this console crap. I think we can just get rid of it. We should after let. Okay. Do we really need the console stuff after we're cooking with the UI? We'll ask that in just a little bit. Let's keep going over this stuff. Graphical input manager, future with blah blah blah. Responsibility decouple user input logic from the game loop. Okay. Okay, yeah. Cool. That way they're not together. Allows switching between input methods without altering the core logic. And then here's this UI logic. Graphical systems, modules, UI logic, graphical systems. So here's the modules for future graphical systems. UI manager handles buttons, dialogues, and other UI components. Integrates with rendering and input systems. Main application, the main.cpp, initializes and ties together the game logic rendering and input layers, contains the main game loop. All right, and so this is the main game loop right here. Pardon me. So we've got this game manager, game is over. Okay, as long as it's not this, renderer is going to draw a board. Perfect. Auto move, input manager, get move. If game manager dot make move, renderer blah 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 displays invalid. Okay. Code example, modular game loop. Include this. Okay, so we're going to need a bunch more. Also, we're going to need a bunch of more H files. Also, we're going to need a bunch more H and CPP files. Short answer. Short answers. Okay, so benefits of the new structure. Modular. Game logic is independent of UI rendering. Rendering and input systems are interchangeable. Future-proof. Easy to switch to graphical rendering, Qt or SFML, by implementing a new renderer and input manager. Okay. Clean code. Each component has a single responsibility, making the code easier to maintain and extend. All right, so let's do that. Console stuff. No, we don't need the console rendering once the UI is fully functional. It's helpful only during prototyping. Additional files. Yes, we're going to need more files to keep components modular, like GameManager.h and CPP render, blah, 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 especially for scalability. Okay, so with that, give me a new outline of what we need to do. All right, refactor the code for modularity. Decouple game logic. We're going to create the game manager to manage the game state, turns, rules, move existing board and piece logic into standalone files, blah, 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 board and piece. Define interfaces, create abstract renderer. Okay. All right. Let's work on the first point. All right. Refactor plan for game logic. We'll split the game responsibilities into the following components. 1.1 Game Manager manages the overall game state, turn management, game over checks. Good. Orchestrates the interaction between board and pieces. Key responsibility: initializes a new game, handle player turns, validate moves, determine win conditions. 2. Board encapsulates the 2D array representing the board state. Provides methods to validate and execute moves. Key responsibilities: store the board state, provide access to squares and pieces, validate moves legally. 1.3 Piece already implemented, no major changes needed. File breakdown: we'll need a GameManager.h and a GameManager.cpp. We'll move existing board related logic to board.h and board.cpp. Where else is it not there? All right. So let's do this game manager thing. All right, let's start off by making a new one. So I'm pretty sure inside of this solution thing, and we're going to right click checkers for. I forgot how to do this though. Clean view, project collapse. No. Add. New item. What was it? Board manager? Let's just say it was board manager.cpp.h, maybe. Start with an H, then we'll do the CPP. All right, there it is. Let's see if that's what ChatGPT wanted to look like. Yes, okay. And then let's also do game. Let's actually throw this in there before we fool with it. Pragma once. Toss it in there. Save it. Boom. Now let's make a board.cpp. I mean a GameManager.cpp. Where you be? Where you be? Add. There it is. All right. And then GameManager.cpp. Add it. Boom. All right. So we've got that. Also, I don't know. Board manager? Game manager? Well, hold on a second. Let's change this one. Where's rename? Game manager. All right, great. All right, looks good. Let's make sure everything says game manager inside of that. All right, cool. All right, cool. So we're on that GameManager.cpp. Let's go back over to ChatGPT and toss this stuff in. Copy it, and then we'll go over it. And boom. All right. So let's go over to GameManager.h. So, no, what's that? All right, here's CPP. Let's save it. GameManager.h. Boom. So we're looking at this. We've got private board. All right, so we're declaring the board right here using the board.h board creator piece board creator thing. What? Is this going to work? I don't think this is going to work. Why would it be board? Is it this board? All right, let's go ask ChatGPT. Okay, inside that H file. Where it says board in the private. I don't remember what the private thing's called. Private declaration thing? I don't know. Section. Shouldn't it be piece board? It be piece board? Since what is that? How what? That doesn't make sense. Hold on. Board.h. Hold on. That doesn't make sense. Was I looking at piece board? No, it wouldn't be because we're looking at board.h. Why is it board? All right, why is it board? Let's ask them that. Why is it like that? Why is it like that? Where's the capital board coming from? Board is a class. So we're initializing the class inside of that. So we're there's no capital B in board.h. There's no capital board in board.h. It's lowercase board.h. Why do you keep calling it uppercase? So should my H and CPP files all have title case? Because right now they're all lowercase. Snake case? I don't want to do it snake case because it's in Python. Okay, let's do it capitals. All right. Whatever. All right. Rename board.h. Capital board.h. Rename piece.h. That's probably what it was messing around with. This GameManager. Because look, it's looking for capital board.h. All right, let's fix this one. Rename board.cpp. Rename main.cpp. And then we're going to have to change all this stuff inside of it to refer to these two. All right. So, piece and board, let's change this to capital B and this to capital P. Save it, Control S. Let's go here. We're good on that one. We haven't done anything on this one, we'll do that. Save it. Main.cpp. Let's call this board.h. Save it. GameManager looks good. GameManager also looks good. Okay. So let's get back to it. All right. So let's go back up here. Where are we? All right. All right. All right. Updated board.cpp. Where's the thing I said to it? It must have been this. Okay. So here we go. Main GameManager.h. GameManager.cpp. We did that one. Refactor board. So we're going to update the board class to encapsulate board specific logic. Here's the new method structure. Update method initialize. That's going to set up the initial board state. Move piece handles the move logic with turn validation. Okay, good. And then no moves left checks if there are any moves left. Pardon me. So let's copy the code. Let's go over to board.h right here. Copy paste. What's the difference? Oh yeah, this stuff right here. All right, so initialize move piece, no moves left display. Displays the board for debugging. Piece board is going to be 8x8. So they changed it from this to this. And they put that in a private. This was all not in a, and this was all public. I don't know what now it's in a private. And there's no thing. There's no thing that says not 8x8. So I guess that's cool. We can deal with that. Let's go over to GameManager.h. So this is the class being created, right? Char current player, R for red, or B for black. We're gonna do that. GameManager creates. This is going to create the GameManager state. We'll run this through if it doesn't work. Anyway, make move. It's game over. Get current player, and then we've got the CPP over here, which we've got this new game initialize the board. All right, That's using GameManager.h, which is using board.c, board.h. All right, so we're going to initialize the board. Current player is going to be R. That's going to be the first one. All right. Boolean GameManager, make move. Int start row, start call, int in row, int in call. So if board move piece, let's go look at the move piece then. Where's move piece? Where's move piece? Board.move piece. Board.move piece. Board.move piece. Okay, board.move piece. Char current player. Okay, cool. Come on. Okay, pardon me. So where are we? Yes. So, okay, so that's where we are. This is the board.move piece. So if this is valid, all right, we're going to say current player. If it's red, it's now black. And if it's black, it's going to be red, all right? And return false if this doesn't work. Okay, cool. Bool GameManager is over. So return board no moves left R. So it's going to either if this is true or this is true, the more no moves left thing from, I guess, what's left? GameManager.h, board.h. No moves left. Okay, so because this is importing this can work, or whatever, something like that. This is included in that, or whatever. All right. Pardon me. So now that we've done that, we've got GameManager get current player const return current player. So it's going to know if it's red or black. Okay, cool. So we know what's going on there. Let's go back to ChatGPT. So now we're going to update board.h. We already went over that too. This initializes it. This is going to be the move piece Boolean, the no moves left Boolean, and the display right there. All right, cool. So now we're going to do boards.cpp. Let's get that. Copy it. Come over here to board.cpp. Paste it. Save it. Let's come over here. Oh, I don't know. What's all this? What are all these? Whatever. What is this? Deleted? Oh, that's where we deleted something? Oh, yeah. Because this is Git. We're not committing anything yet. All right, cool. That's cool. All right, so let's look at what's changed. So we've got board initialize. So for int row, int call, do the whole thing where we make the board. All right, we can do that. Move piece. If start row, start call dot get type does not equal current player, where's get type at? Where's get type at? Where's get type? It's in piece. Board.h is including piece. All right, cool. So there we go. Get type is not the current player. Or if inrow.incolumn. If inrow.incolumn.getType is not an empty square, we're going to return false. Okay, so if it's true, keep going. Basic move validation, diagonal one step. So standard absolute value, this minus this equals 1, and this is the case, then we're going to do this. And if not, we'll return false. So this switches up from how we had it before, which was a not equal to an equal now. All right. As you can see right here, this used to be if this is the case, this is the case, this is the case, but this shortened it up a little bit for us. All right, cool. All right, so now that we've done that, let's come down here and see more. So this is pretty much the same. No, actually, I guess this was added. No moves left, chart placeholder. Placeholder logic. Iterate through the board and check for valid moves. What? If this is a placeholder, we're going to need to freaking make the no moves left. We got any more of these beautiful placeholders that you just cooked up, ChatGPT? Okay, whatever. All right, so valid board display const, and this is going to do the console display. All right, so this is something we got to deal with. Bool board no moves left. All right, let's go see if ChatGPT agrees. What's up with this placeholder? What's up with that placeholder logic? Logic in, what was it? No moves left. No moves left. Short answer. Okay. When do we need to do this? When do we need to make this? Are we waiting on something? And then let's put short answer. All right, let's implement it now. Let's implement it now. All right, logic for no moves left. Iterate over all squares of the board for each square with a piece belonging to a specific player. Check all possible diagonal moves, forward, backwards, king, forward only, regular pieces. All right. We're going to also need to figure out if you can jump, but we'll deal with that later, I guess. So here's the no moves left. Geez, that's a lot more than I thought. So we're going to do int row. If row is less than 8, row plus plus. Int call it, so it's going to go by rows first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, or 0. You know how it goes. And then we're going to do this to check if possible diagonal moves. So int direction, blah, blah, blah. What's this 4-2 crap? What's this crap? What's this directions crap? Is it in board.h? Hold on. Let's take this and throw it in there. And then we'll figure out what's going on. All right. Let's just get this. Throw it there. Save it. All right. So bool, no board, no moves left. All right. Where's this directions coming from? It seems like we're good. But where's this directions coming from? Piece. All right, what? Oh, this is being declared. Directions 4-2. Why is it directions 4-2? How does that make sense? What's with the int directions? Oops. Four two. What's up with that? Shut up. Short answer. Short answer. Okay, int directions 4-2. List the 4 diagonal move offset, 4 right, 4, okay. It simplifies checking all moves in a loop. Oh, so what's the 2? So the 2. So what's the 2? The 2 elements in the arrays? And remember, curly braces are arrays in C++. Okay, yeah. So it is that. All right, so let's go back over to and look at that. Okay, so yeah, these are the offsets. These are, okay, so this 4 means 1, 2, 3, 4, and then remember this is an array. So it's an array of 4 things with 2 things in each one of the 4 things. All right, cool. It's hard to remember that these are arrays and not objects, but we'll understand it soon enough. So for auto and direction, what is this? Let's grab that. What's this part? What's this part? The following part. The following part. Short answer. Calculates the new row and the new column based on the current position. Oh, direction at 0, direction at 1. Oh, yeah. So row plus direction at 0, row plus direction at 1. Okay. So yeah, perfect. If new row is greater than 0 and new row is less than 8 and greater than or equal to 0 and new call is the same, is greater, yeah, is the same, then we're going to check if this type is a space, then the move's valid. Then it is false, so the move's valid. Okay, cool. All right, so that's what's going on there. If this, okay. Press false, what false? Oh, so if no valid moves are found, return true because no moves are left. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's basically how that goes right now. This one's getting a little long. It's already been 49 minutes, and I don't want to. I'm not feel like editing 49 minutes worth of crap or any more than that. So we're gonna end it for right now. We'll come back to this thing later because this looks like it's pretty good for now. I don't think we had anything else we needed to add to it because you see this was the board CPP, and then we're gonna do the next thing. So yeah, I think we're good there. So in the next one, we're going to do something. I forgot what we're going to do, but we're going to do something else. Probably what this says, complete GameManager and board integration, and then refactor this for game flow, validate and test modularized game logic. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to edit this video, slap it on the internet, and then we'll come back and do it again. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.